In the quiet corners of our hearts, we often believe that those we call friends are the safe harbors in the stormy seas of life. But what happens when the very people who shared a meal with you, laughed at your jokes, and toasted to your future are the ones weaving a web of shadows behind your back? Welcome to Star Watch Now, where today we unpick a narrative so startling it has sent a collective shiver through the global community. The story of Menglong was always one of light, talent, and an almost ethereal kindness that transcended borders from Asia to the West. However, the recent revelations surrounding his final moments have transformed a tragic headline into a profound lesson on the complexities of human nature and the resilience of the search for truth. This is not merely a report on a closed chapter. It is an exploration of a chilling betrayal that was meticulously hidden behind a facade of normalcy. As we delve into the details that have recently surfaced from the inner circles of the investigation, we invite you to look beyond the surface. We are about to uncover how a night of supposed companionship turned into a calculated orchestration, and why the strength of a family's love is finally bringing the whispers in the dark into the blinding light of justice. Stay with us as we navigate the thin line between trust and deception in a case that will change the way you perceive the world of fame forever. The journey of seeking clarity in the aftermath of such a profound loss is often met with walls of silence and ambiguous reports. Yet for the loved ones of Menglong, the pursuit of the genuine story was never an option, but a necessity. Imagine for a moment a pleasant evening in a warm residence, the air filled with the aroma of a shared dinner and the effortless banter of 5 or 6 companions. This was the scene at approximately 2 o'clock in the morning when you decided to retire to his private quarters, seeking rest after a long day. He followed his usual routine, securing his door to ensure a peaceful night, unaware that the environment around him was being altered with silent, cold-blooded precision. When the sun began to rise at 6 o'clock and his acquaintances started to depart, the world was met with the unthinkable discovery of his presence on the ground floor outside the 5-story building. Initial narratives often lean towards the simplest explanation, labeling such events as unfortunate accidents. However, the forensic landscape told a much more intricate and disturbing story. Those who arrived first at the scene noticed anomalies that defied the logic of a simple fall. A window mesh that had been tampered with, and curtains that were not just displaced, but seemingly dismantled, suggested a level of interference that occurs only when someone is trying to rewrite reality. In the world of professional investigation, the small details are often the loudest. Among the most perplexing discoveries were 2 luxury timepieces belonging to an associate, found in a manner that suggested they were intentionally placed to create a misleading trail. Why would such valuable items be involved in a moment of crisis unless they were part of a staged narrative designed to confuse the authorities? Furthermore, the physical evidence began to paint a picture of a struggle that was never supposed to be seen. Analysts discovered traces of blood on shattered glass near the balcony and footprints that simply did not align with the victim's own measurements, which would be approximately a size 9 in American standards. These discrepancies were the first cracks in the wall of deception. The most heart-wrenching turning point, however, came from the confessions that have now surfaced. It has been revealed that the individuals involved did not rely on chance. They ensured their target was in a state of total incapacity. Through the subtle use of substances to cloud his senses, they robbed him of his ability to defend himself, or even understand the peril he was in. This was not a moment of sudden passion or a mistake, but a choreographed sequence of events born from a place of deep-seated resentment and financial tension. It appears that you had inadvertently stumbled upon private dealings and financial discrepancies that certain individuals were desperate to keep hidden. In the high-stakes environment where reputation and wealth intersect, he became an unintended threat to their security. The motivation was as old as time itself. The fear of exposure leading to a desperate attempt to silence a voice of integrity. Yet, what the orchestrators failed to account for was the tenacity of the human spirit and the advancement of modern forensic science. Specialists returned to the apartment with tools capable of finding the invisible, detecting fiber traces on the railings, and fingerprints in places that no guest should ever reach. Each new piece of data strengthened the realization that this was a premeditated attempt to mask a dark intent as a random misfortune. The public reaction has been a testament to Yu's impact on the world, with vigils stretching from the vibrant streets of Seoul and Tokyo to the quiet suburbs of London and Sydney. People are not just mourning a star, they are demanding a world where the truth cannot be buried by those with the means to manipulate it. The emotional core of this unfolding drama remains the family. His father's voice, though heavy with the weight of an unbearable grief, remains a pillar of strength, reminding us all that no parent should ever have to seek the truth behind their child's final breath in such a manner. His mother, holding on to the memories of his warmth, represents a silent but powerful call for transparency that has united fans across the globe. They have transformed their private pain into a public crusade for accountability, ensuring that the legal system confronts these uncomfortable truths head-on. As we look forward, the path to a final resolution remains complex. Legal experts suggest that while confessions are a massive leap forward, the reconstruction of the stage scene must be flawless to withstand the scrutiny of a global audience and a rigorous court of law. There is a growing sense that this case might uncover a larger network of misconduct, suggesting that the silence Yu was meant to keep was protecting more than just a few individuals. This is a story of resilience, a reminder that even when the rem is drawn and the doors are locked, the light of truth has a way of finding its way through the smallest cracks. We want to thank you for spending this time with us on Update X 24 Hours as we navigate these difficult but essential stories together. Your support allows us to continue shedding light on the truths that matter and to honor the legacies of those who touched our lives through their art and their spirit. If this deep dive into the search for justice has moved you or offered a new perspective on the importance of integrity, we would be truly grateful if you would consider subscribing to our channel. By joining our community, you help us grow and ensure that these voices are never silenced. Please click the notification bell so you never miss an update on this developing story or our other investigations into the lives of the stars we admire. We value your thoughts, so please do share your reflections in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation respectful and focused on the hope for a fair resolution. Your engagement is the heartbeat of this channel, and we are honored to have you with us. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video as we continue to watch the stars together.